tutoring lesson.
Yes, Miss
In
Beadle.
English literature. Have a seat, please, young man. Now, I expect you to pay more attention here than you do in class.
I'll try, Miss Beadle.
Okay. We're going to be talking about one of William Shakespeare's play, Henry V, today. Let me tell you about the story. The play is set in England in the early 15th century. King Henry IV has just died, and his young son, King Henry V, has become the king. In order to impress the people and prove that he is the rightful leader of England, sit up, Henry lays claim to certain parts of France. When the young Prince of France sends Henry an insulting message in response to these claims, Henry decides to invade France. The English set sail for France. Henry V's first military action is the siege of Harfleur, an important town at the mouth of the River Seine. Pay attention. The town is well fortified and is able to hold off many attackers. Henry gives an impassioned speech to motivate his soldiers to victory and to take the city using a gap in the wall, or breach. This is the unto the breach speech. The English army unites under his command and defeats the French at Harfleur. Stop fiddling. Pay attention. The climax of the war comes at the famous Battle of Agincourt, at which the English are outnumbered by the French 5-1. In the morning, right before the battle, he prays to God and gives a powerful, inspiring speech to his soldiers. And miraculously, the English win the battle, and the proud French must surrender at last. After peace negotiations are worked out, Henry marries Catherine, the daughter of the French king. Sit up. Henry's son will be the king of France, and the marriage will unite the two kingdoms. That's exciting, isn't it?
Of course, Miss Beadle.
Okay. Now I'm going to read that famous Unto the Breach speech. But first, since it is Old English, let me tell you some terms that you may not be familiar with that are in the speech. Okay? Pay attention. You will be tested on these later. Modest stillness and humility means to be quiet and reserved. Stiffen the sinews, to become resolute and purposeful with firm determination. Galled rock, a rock that projects into space. Beget means to father. Fet is fetched. Yeoman is an officer. Mean and base means lack of human decency. Now my favorite speech, the Unto the Breach speech. Well, Austin, why don't you read this one to me?
Miss Beadle.
Please. I think it'll do you good. Once you get into it, you'll really feel the passion. Come now.
Once more.
Louder, more feeling.
Once more, unto the breach, dear friends. Once more.
Once more, onto the breach, dear friends. Once more. I'll close the wall up with the English dead. In peace, there's nothing so becomes a man as modest stillness and humility. But when the blast of war blows in our ears, and imitate the action of the tiger, stiffen the sinews, summon up the blood, disguise fair nature with heart-fever rage, then lend in the eye a terrible aspect. Now set the teeth, and stretch the nostrils wide. Hold hard the breath, and bend up every spirit to its full height. On, you noblest English! Dishonor not your mothers. Now attest that those whom you called fathers did beget you. Be copper now to men of closer blood, and teach you how to war. And you, good yeoman, whose limbs were made in England, sure seal the metal of your pasture. Let us swear that you are worth your breeding, which I doubt not, for there is none of you so mean and base, that hath not noble lustre in your eyes. I see you stand like greyhounds upon the strip, straining upon the start. The game's afoot. Follow your spirit, and upon this charge cry God for Harry, England, and St. George.
Oh, marvelous. Marvelous. Just wonderful, Austin.
Thank you, Miss Beadle.
Compose myself. Now, the next play we're going to talk about is my favorite love story of all time.
3, 2, 1. Where am I? What is this place?
What is this concoction? Some good stuff. What is this object? It's like nothing I've ever seen before, yet it looks familiar and feels familiar. What is this? Seems to be moving this person on these moving pictures. I wonder what happens if Okay, that was either extremely awesome or quite frightening. This building I think it might be unclear, but like Henry V said, we will go once more onto the breach, dear comrades, once more, or close the wall up with our KIAs. One is offline. There's nothing so becomes this gamer as modest stillness and humility. When the blast of war blows in our headset, then imitate the action of the Tiger tank. Stiffen the fingers around the controller. Summon up the M4A1 carbine. Disguise fair nature with hard-favored character customizations. Then put on your gay face. Let it be shown to the enemy. Like the 20mm autocannon. Like the 20mm autocannon. Let the brow overwhelm it. As fearful as Stealth in Abrams' tank. Or hearing and Jetty his gaming platform. Swilled with the wild and wasteful ocean of Mountain Dew. And I'll ram in the cartridge. And cock the action high. Hold hard the breath and raise up your avatar to its full height. On, you noblest gamers, whose blood is from fathers of game cups. Fathers that, like so many Kratoses, have in these missions bravely and awesomely fought and lowered their guns for lack of armament, dishonoring your creators. Now attest that you whom you called fathers did spine you. Be copper now to AI baddies, and to teach them how to war. And you, good Civ, whose limbs were made in gamers' minds, show us here the power of your ranking. Let us swear that you are worth your spawning, which I doubt not. For there is none of you so noob or low that hath not insane look in your eyes. I see you staying like quad bikes at the spawn point, revving upon the start. The games of put. Follow your avatar. And upon this charge cry God for war, Activision, PS3, and Modern Warfare 2. Wait. What are you doing? What are you doing? Wait. No. Oh, come on.
Now the last play we're going to be talking about is Hamlet, the Dane.
What kind of name is Beetle anyway? You're not a muppet like you could pass selection.
What?
McTavish! We have mistletoe's opening!
Oh no!
McTavish, did you
He's
come
got the fever! I must fetch the doctor.
We have a missile in the air! We have